Today I'm taking you to a place in Hamtramck that serves a style of food that you would have never thought existed in this neighborhood. Where am I at? Maria's Comida on Joseph Campo, just north of Kniff. What's going on here? Well, this is where Mexican and Asian foods are fused together to give you this really surreal, distinctive flavor. So, I'm already inside. Let's go see what the chef has for us. Marie Franco of Maria's Comida. What a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Let's just start how you found the restaurant.
Okay. Dad happened to receive a phone call from a friend and he said, hey, I have this place in Hamtramck, have some equipment, would you like to open up a restaurant? Well, there was a Mexican restaurant before and we just decided to go ahead and move in. Dad said, let's call it Maria's Comida, do some Mexican cuisine, and here we are, 3 years later.
But it's not strictly Mexican cuisine.
Not anymore, no. We changed things up a bit back in October of last year to do a Mex-Asian fusion concept, and it's been wonderful.
You guys have taken not only the opening up your own restaurant seriously, but some little side ventures too, haven't you?
Absolutely, yes. We also have a salsa that we just launched a few months back, and so we're able to get out there and promote our salsa as well as our restaurant here.
Oh man, now I want to know how the jump was made from Mexican to fusion. Where did that come about?
Well, we all got together and said we need to have a destination dining spot, and we wanted to draw additional people from other cities to Hamtramck because there's a lot happening in this city.
Well, looking around the restaurant, I see it's not your typical decor. You have a lot of stuff that represents the city here.
Absolutely.
And photographs. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I can't wait to finish, meeting the rest of the family, and keep up the good work and supporting the community.
Thank you.
Freddie, what are you bringing me?
Our Asian baby back ribs with sweet slaw and fries, our smoked chorizo spaghetti with Mexican tolera bread, and our blackened salmon with ginger cilantro rice, and our sweet slaw.
Oh, thank you, my man.
You're welcome, Chef.
Okay. Chef L, I've seen the wizardry back in the kitchen on what you produced here, but how did you get from way back when to now? What's your experience, man?
I've got about 20 years experience in the restaurant, various restaurants to get the different cuisines, and I cooked Chinese for 10 years, learned how to work with the spices and the sauces. And we created this Mex-Asian fusion.
A big seller is the blackened salmon. After the melted butter is spread on the salmon, it gets a coating of house-made blackening spice. The fillet is then placed on the bottom of an upturned cast iron skillet. This is a different cooking technique that works well. It allows Chef Al to watch the temperature of the salmon cook to just the right level while keeping the juices in. Melted butter and blackening spice is sprinkled on the side facing up. The salmon gets turned, showing the blackened surface. One more flip and this dish is done. Sides of ginger cilantro rice and sweet slaw are added.
What do I got here?
That's our blackened salmon, and we put our house-made roasted habanero mango salsa on top as an accompaniment. Served with our ginger cilantro rice and our sweet slaw.
The rice, really unique.
It is.
Salsa, not too crazy hot.
Not real bad.
Just perfect.
Yes, just a little bit of bite to it.
And with the blackened salmon, I mean, it adds that extra layer of flavor, man, with the sweetness in there. That's really, really good.
Thanks.
Now this I've had my eye on. This is pretty crazy and twisted itself.
This uncommon spaghetti combines a list of different ingredients. First, slivered garlic is sautéed. Next come chickpeas and smoked chorizo sausage. After everything heats up for a few minutes, white wine is added. Then comes the spaghetti. As the sauce cooks in the noodles, all the flavors perk up. Scallions add some snap in color, a little dash of salt and pepper, and it's almost ready. Last but not least is the addition of toasted almonds, giving this dish some crunch. Their special fused spaghetti is placed in a bowl. Toasted tolera bread complements this winning menu item.
That smoke just bams first thing out.
It's the first thing you hit you.
I'm getting a little bit of the pepper on the palate there. And the almonds, and the garbanzo beans, the chickpeas. I mean, that's, man, that came sideways at me.
Adds a little texture to it.
That sure does. Now I see why they keep coming back.
Yes.
Okay.
One of the entrees that customers to Maria's Comida have made a big noise about is their Asian baby back ribs. It all begins by heating up the homemade Asian barbecue sauce. The sauce is brought to just the right temperature to caramelize onto the ribs. Asian baby back ribs are heated up in the fryer, and meanwhile French fries are ready. After the ribs are drained off from coming out of the fryer, they go into the wok. The sugar and sauce sticks onto the ribs, which makes the flavor stand out. After a short time under the heat, these ribs are ready to plate. Chef Al finishes by stacking them up, adds French fries, sweet slaw, and garnish. Can't wait to see if these ribs live up to their reputation.
Chef, this is some crazy fusion, man. This bone's fused to my hands. This is some great rib here.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you, Chef, for allowing us to come to your restaurant today and meeting your fine family, and we really appreciate the hospitality.
Thanks, Tom.
For more information on Maria's Comida, here on Joseph Campo, just north of Kniff in Hamtramck, and other restaurants, join us at dininginthed.com.